convicted child predator, a violent prison murder, and a methamphetamine debt that may have sealed his fate. Ian Watkins, once the frontman of an international British rock band, was serving nearly 30 years behind bars for unspeakable crimes. Now he's dead, murdered inside one of the UK's highest security prisons. But was this justice or a system breaking down? And what can it teach us about life and death behind bars? In the early 2000s, Ian Watkins was the lead singer of Lostprophets, a rock band from Wales that gained global popularity. They toured across Europe and North America, charted in multiple countries, and built a massive fan base. In 2013, Watkins was convicted of 13 serious child sex offenses, including disturbing crimes involving an infant. His arrest and trial shocked fans and horrified the public. His bandmates disbanded Lostprophets in shame, cutting all ties with Watkins immediately. He was sentenced to 29 years in prison, with additional parole conditions upon release, which, given the sentence, he would likely never see. Since his incarceration in 2013, Watkins had been assaulted multiple times. In 2018, he was reportedly held hostage by inmates for several hours, raising questions about his safety even years before his murder. On August 5, 2025, Watkins was violently attacked inside Wakefield Prison, a maximum security facility in northern England that houses some of the country's most dangerous offenders. The attack happened in the prison's healthcare unit. Watkins was reportedly lured into a side room and stabbed multiple times. Emergency responders airlifted him to a hospital, but he died shortly after arrival. Two fellow inmates, Rashid Goodell, 25, and Samuel Dodsworth, 43, have been charged with murder. Their trial is expected to begin in early 2026, and both remain in custody under increased supervision. The motive? According to multiple reports, the killing may have been linked to a methamphetamine debt. Yes, even inside a supposedly secure prison, drugs are a thriving economy, and a debt, especially one unpaid, can be deadly. Drugs like meth, spice, and other synthetic substances are smuggled into prisons through drones, corrupt staff, or visitors, and they're used as currency, traded for favors, protection, and power. A 2024 report by Inspectorate of Prisons found that over 40% of serious assaults in high-security UK prisons are connected to drug-related disputes or debts. In places like Wakefield, meth isn't just a drug, it's part of a violent underground economy. If a man like Watkins, high-profile and underwatch, could be killed over a drug debt, how many other deaths go unseen or ignored? Let's be honest. A lot of people think Watkins got what he deserved. His crimes were beyond horrifying. He was widely despised, even by other inmates. But this raises a bigger question. Should prisons be places of punishment or execution? Is it justice when the system turns a blind eye to inmate-on-inmate murder? In the United Kingdom, like in the US, the state has a duty to protect all inmates, even the most reviled. If that duty is abandoned, what does it say about the system? Does anyone, even someone like Watkins, deserve to be killed in prison? The two accused men, Rashid Goodell and Samuel Dodsworth, are now facing murder charges. Both men were already serving long sentences for violent crimes. Dodsworth was imprisoned for the rape, false imprisonment, and kidnapping of a woman, a crime that earned him a 24-year sentence. Goodell, meanwhile, was convicted in the fatal stabbing of 22-year-old Sven Badzak, an innocent man caught in a case of mistaken identity. He's currently serving life with a minimum term of 27 years. Under UK law, a conviction means a mandatory life sentence. But the trial could reveal more than just personal motives. It might expose gaps in surveillance, staff oversight, and the state's failure to control the drug trade inside one of its most secure facilities. Wakefield Prison has a reputation, housing serial killers, sex offenders, and other high-risk inmates. It's sometimes referred to as the Monster Mansion, or the UK's version of ADX Florence or Pelican Bay. But if it can't keep high-profile inmates like Watkins safe, what does that say about its security, staffing, and operations? And what about the broader system? Are prisons, both in the UK and the US, becoming places where control is slipping away, where drugs, debt, and desperation rule? Do you think this was justice or a failure of the system to do its job? Ian Watkins was a predator. His crimes destroyed lives. But his death inside a maximum security prison isn't just about revenge. It's a sign that even in the most secure institutions, the system can break down. If a man can be murdered over meth inside one of the UK's toughest prisons, how secure are the rest of them? And what does that mean for justice, accountability, and reform? What do you think? Is this karma, or a sign that prisons are failing at their most basic job, keeping people alive until justice runs its course? Let us know in the comments. We read everyone. And subscribe for more true crime legal breakdowns. Justice doesn't always end with a sentence. Sometimes the real story starts after the cell door closes.